station 10:15 and they still ain't here yet.
Now, Ma, Congressman Crockett will be here in good time. Maybe your watch is fast.
Well, perhaps so. Pardon me, stranger. My watch says 10:15. What time do you got?
I believe you're a mite slow. I make it 10:21.
And Davy Crockett still ain't here yet.
Look closer, friend.
Why, Davy Crockett! I know you anywhere.
Ah, Crockett.
Anywhere, Crockett, anywhere. Folks, here he is, our new Congressman Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Mr. Crockett, we prepared a song for you. Now let's welcome him. Gladys?
It's a pleasure to sing for you, Mr. Crockett. Places, everybody, places!
Born on the mountaintop of Tennessee, greenest state in the land of the free. Raised in the woods, so we knew every tree. Killed in the bar when he was only 3. Davy, Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Davy, Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. We want to welcome you to Maysfield Town. It's 4th of July and we'll do it up brown. Bring no key to the city, that's true. But if there was a key, we'd give it to you. Davy, Davy Crockett, welcome to Maysfield Town. Davy, Davy Crockett, welcome to Maysfield Town.
Well, thank you, my friends. And if there ain't a key to your fair city, I reckon I'll just have to pick the lock.
Well, Congressman, Mr. Russell, I'd like you to meet my daughter, Carrie Ann.
Glad to meet you, ma'am. Glad to meet you.
Mr. Crockett, I should think you would be ashamed to show your face in public, killing a poor, innocent baby bear.
Poor no baby, ma'am. It was a mean, nasty, full-grown bear. It was him or me.
Then why does it say right in the song that you killed a bear when it was only 3?
Oh no, ma'am. You got it wrong. It weren't the bear that was only 3. It was me. I was just 3 years old. According to his teeth, that bear was 27 or 28. Them songwriters.
Oh, Mr. Crockett, I'm so sorry. I misjudged you. What can I do to make it up to you?
Well, if them fiddlers over there have got another tune they can bow for us, you might try dancing with me. What do you say, fellers?
You got it! You got it!
How will I know my love? How will I know my darling? Mockingbird, tell me for true. How did you find him true? How will I know my love when he walks through the pine woods? Whippoor will give me a sign. How will I know he's mine? Will I meet him in the autumn? Will I see green with green? Will he take my hand in summer, or make me a clover ring? How will I know my love? How will I know my darling?
you, Miss Carrie Ann.
It was my pleasure, Mr. Crockett. Tell me, could you dance when you were only 3?
Not as good as the bear, ma'am, but then I didn't have you for a partner.
Mr. Crockett, Mr. Russell, welcome to Maysfield. This is a mighty up-and-coming town, gents. We got a magistrate, a volunteer fire department, an undertaker, a first-class tavern, a general store, and a school marm.
Say, this is a regular little city, Georgie.
Sure is, Davy.
Volunteer fire department, eh? Who's your fire chief?
Why, I am, sir, Chief Swain at your service.
And a magistrate, you say? Regular full-time judge?
Judge Swain presiding.
Think of that! And not that I'm planning on needing one, but you mentioned an undertaker. Where might I find that gentleman?
Let Martha Swain help ease the pain.
Now, you know that you're the tavern keeper, the general storekeeper, and the owner of the livery stable. Guilty, Judge Swain?
On all accounts, Mr. Crockett.
But don't tell me you're the schoolmarm too.
Why, no! You've met my daughter, Carrie Ann. She is our school mom.
I bet on it. Money in the bank.
Of which I happen to be the president of. Mr. Russell, we solicit your account. Well, folks, the time has come. Yes, my friends, this indeed is a proud moment for the city of Maysfield. We are honored and privileged to have his way with a man who needs no introduction. A man who is known for his bravery. He fought the fierce warriors of this land, or could grin down a grizzly 8 tries out of 10. A man who's known for his charm and kindness. He could waltz the prettiest girl around, or wipe the tears of the frightened child. Yes, it is my pleasant duty to bring you down a man who everyone knows loves. A man whose legend has swept across the land like a prairie fire.
Spit it out, Gurney.
A man
Gurney, come on. Whatever he
A man who... Gurney Ledbetter, what do you mean interrupting me like this?
It's come on, Gurney. Gurney, come on. Come on, Gurney. Spit it out. Just say what you want to say. Come on, Gurney. Say what you need to say.
Wait! Hold it! Now everybody just simmer down. You ain't gonna get anything out of this gal by pushing her. Alright now. Gurney, you have something to tell us? Good. Now I'll tell you what I want you to do, Gurney. I want you to sing it. Just sing what you want to tell us. Don't be bashful.
He's a-comin' and he's comin' fast, heading this way like a cyclone blast. He's in a fightin' mood, I think. The king of the river, Mike Fink. No, Mike Fink.
Yeah, good. Listen to the thunder, hear the winds roar. Hurricanes are coming, board up the door, load up the cannon, call out the law. Worstest calamity this town ever saw. Girls running hide, brave and shiver. I'm Mike Fink, king of the river.
Oh, he's a retail road and a tough old alligator. Oh, he's a bulldoze boy and a really populator. Oh, and he got a catfish that always on the ground. He's gonna live forever.
I was born to mean to die. Hi!
Swain, you old pirate. New ways to cheat the public since I've seen you last.
Ah, Mike, always the kidder.
Is Zoomsical School, Marham in the Tennessee Valley. Kiss for old Mike, honey.
I've got the back of your hand for you, my Fink.
The front of your hand to caress me with? Well, here's a couple of strange buckos. Who will you be?
Well, sir, we might be most anybody.
But we ain't. I'm George Russell, and this here's Davy Crockett, the king of the wild frontier.
Crockett, eh? Small world. You're about a foot shorter, I picture you.
Well, don't worry, he's still a-growing.
Like them yarns you keep spreading about y'all.
Mighty hard to live up to sometimes.
Well, don't have a living up to mine, for I'm the original ring-tailed runner from the thunder and lightning country. I'm a real snorter and headbuster.
We're in fast company, Georgie.
You better believe it. I can outrun, out-jump, out-sing, out-swim, out-dance, out-shoot, out-eat, out-drink.
Out to talk?
Yeah! Out-chalk, out-cuss, out-kiss anybody on the whole Mississippi and Ohio rivers put together.
Think of that. Out-kiss.
And that's why I'm taking Miss Carrie Ann here to the box supper later on today.
No, just a minute, my Fink. You didn't ask me about that. Besides, I've already got a date to the box supper. I think.
Sure have, Miss Carrie Ann.
Well, it wasn't exactly thinking of you, Georgie.
Well, Davy's Devin telling me, how you and he got it fixed up to go to the box supper together. Right, Davy?
Yeah, Georgie.
You.
That's right.
Moving into my
Hold
town.
it. Hold it. Everything. The box supper's hours away. In the meantime, we gotta listen to Congressman Crockett give this here 4th of July oration. But first, you and your crew gotta wet your whistles. Come on. Step into the bar. The drinks are on the house.
Yeah.
Mac Fink has to be the world's greatest idiot.
You mean you don't con to him? Not even a little bit?
Not anymore. I caught him with a rattlesnake or a tarantula. Not as much. Say, Gurney, I'm sure proud of you. When you sing, you're not only stutter none, but you sing like a bird.
By George, you're right, Carrie Ann. Gurney, you got a great future as a singer.
Sing it, Gurney. Just let her flow.
Thank you, Davy Crockett. I owe it all to you.
Gurney, I thank you. You taught me a lesson today.
How's that?
Well, Gurney ain't got much of a talking ability, but she sure can sing. So just let her do the best she can, love she's got, and sing. If you wanna dig potatoes, you oughta have a hoe. But supposing you ain't got a hoe, well look. Just put your stoutest boots on and dig 'em with your toe. They'll turn out just as tasty when they're cooked.
Do the best you can with what you've got. The best you can with what you've got.
Don't fume more fuss over what is not.
Do the very, very best you can with what you've got.
Ain't that true, Carrie Ann?
Sure is. You listening to Congressman Crockett, Gurney?
I'm listening.
Georgie, what do you gotta say about this here?
If you're yearning for some cornbread, you gotta make some dough. But that takes cornmeal, eggs, and milk. That's sweet. But if all you got is cornmeal, there's another way to go. Just boil it up and you'll have much to eat. Do the best you can with what you've got. The best you can with what you've got. Don't fume or fuss over what is not. Do the very, very best you can with what you've got.
If you want to build a cabin, you've gotta clear some land. And that takes mules and tools and chains, my friend. But supposing you ain't got none, then do the work by hand. You'll have as good a cabin in the end.
Do the best you can with what you've got.
Now my speaking voice is an empty pot. But when I sing,
You're a real hot shot. Do the very best you can. The very best you can. Do the very, very best you can with what you've got.
Well, come on, Georgie. Let's mosey over to the hotel and check in. Miss Carrie Ann, I assume your father owns the hotel too?
any day now. It's an escrow.
Well, we'll see you later. So long, Gurney.
Yeehaw! Woohoo! Yeah!
Hope you enjoyed the libation, Mike.
Yep, like the free drink too. Thank you kindly.
Tell me, what brings you and your gang, associates? What brings you and your associates to Maysfield at this particular time?
Gold, Swain. Yeller, yeller, gold.
Gold? There ain't no gold in these parts, Mike. Somebody been playing you for a sucker.
Nah, you understand, Swain. Not gold to dig out of the ground. That gold, Swain, the gold that shines in your daughter's hair. The river is long, the snow is high. I want a gal before I die. A pretty little gal with a turned up nose, a dancing music in her twinkling toes. All her lips is red and her eyes is gold. Her hair's like yaller, yaller, yaller gold. The color of yaller, yaller, yaller gold. Now I met a gal in Chawshy Town, wrinkling toes and a dancing gown. She wasn't for me, and the reason is this: busted my jaw when I asked for a kiss. All her lips is red and her eyes is gold. Her hair's like yaller, yaller, yaller gold. The color of yaller, yaller, yaller gold. That's her. Now, Miss Carrie Ann, I'll bet you was just funning with me when you said you was going to the box supper with that there Davy Crockett. You're going with me now, ain't you?
Now just a minute, Fink. I reckon Miss Carrie Ann could go to the supper with whoever she wants to.
Well now, just because he's a congressman, he thinks he's a ringtail wonder. Tell you what, let's you and me sell this like men.
How's that?
With a fight, bare fisted, and no stopping till one of the others not clean out. How's that strike you?
Not very good. I'm against fighting.
I told you, he'd chicken out.
I'm against fighting, but for your case, Fink, I'm willing to make an exception. Georgie, hold old Betsy for me.
Now, just a minute. Concern you both? Just hold it right there. How dare you?
How dare they what, Carrie Ann?
Fight over me like I'm not really here. I'll decide who I'm going to the box supper with, and it won't be with the winner or a loser at fist fight.
Carrie Ann's right, Mike. Fighting ain't the way to settle things. Tell you what, let's have a tall tales contest.
Not over me.
Of course not. This is just for the fun of it. What do you say, Mike?
I say, what in nations is a tall tales contest?
It's to see which one of us can tell the biggest lie.
Well, you being a congressman, I reckon you ought to give me some kind of head start. Eh, boys?
Tell you what, Mike. I'll only lie out of one side of my mouth.
Fair enough, but I get to go first, okay?
The stage is yours, Mr. Fink. Let's hear your tallest tale.
I was walking down a country road with nothing on my mind. A farmer's billy goat got loose and butted me from behind. He butted me so hard and high I landed on the moon. Yeah. This happened long about 10 a.m. and I didn't get home till noon.
That's a tall tale we will say, not a small tale, it's okay. That's a tall tale, hip hip hooray.
But it ain't the tallest tale you're gonna hear today.
I was passing through the desert and the sun was blazing hot. I loaded up my rifle, thought I'd take a practice shot. I aimed it at a cactus, but it melted in the heat. Till the barrel pointed downward, took the shot off both my feet. That's a tall tale, we'll agree. Not a small tale, definitely. That's a tall tale, tall as can be. But you're going to hear an even taller tale from me.
I tried my hand at farming once, I got some land for free. I bought some chickens and the biggest bull you ever see. That bull stood 48 foot high when he was grown a full.
Well, Mike, I really must admit that was a lot of bull.
That ain't fair.
What ain't fair? Look fair to me.
He interrupted me just when I was getting to the best part.
That's a cop-out, Mike, and you know it.
What do you mean?
You didn't have no finish for that tall tale till I jumped in and give you one.
Why, you sidewinding sodbuster. I forgot more about tall tale telling than you ever knew. And I'll bash your ignorant head in and prove it.
Wait a minute. Just hold it right there. Just hold up.
What's the matter, Carrie
What's
Ann?
the matter, Carrie?
What's wrong?
What's wrong, honey?
Yeah, what is wrong?
Just put a sock on it. The both of you. Next thing you'll know, you'll both be back to bare fist fighting. Now, here's how we're gonna work things out.
That's enough tall tales for today. The tall tales are just gonna end this way.
You can both take me to the supper, okay?
Well, that's a happy ending. Hooray!
All right, folks, all right. Quiet down. Quiet down. We've had our fun, but now we are obliged to listen to our guest of honor. No offense, Crockett. Now, as I was saying, this indeed is a proud moment for the city of Maysfield. We are honored and privileged, my fellow citizens, to have us a man who needs no introduction. A man who is known. A man, Gurney Ledbetter, you have done it again. You have interrupted me again.
Sing it to us. Did you forget it, Gurney? Sing it to us. Moses Tibbs that lives by the creek. He's been shooting fireworks off all week. The skyrockets kept going higher and higher. One fell on the roof and the roof caught fire.
All right, folks, you heard him. Moses Tibbs' cabin is on fire. Harley, leave the signal. Volunteer fire department. Man, you're buckets.
Somebody's going to do something.
All right, folks, let's get down to Moses Tibbs' place. Hurry it up, on the double.
Hey, Ben, yeah, grab a bucket. There's a fire at Moses Tibbs' place. Grab a bucket, man. Grab a bucket. Grab a bucket, fill it with water, dump it out. Woohoo! Yeah, haven't done this in years. Woohoo! Lift off, crew. Yeah. By golly, Davy, we sure put that fire out, didn't we, boy? I gotta admit, I could have done it alone.
That's what's called cooperation, Mike. Might's handy thing to have when you want to put a fire out. There's any number of things you can do with it.
Now, Gurney, you've made a lot of progress today. You saved Moses Tip's cabin, and not only that, we found out what a beautiful singing voice you've got. I want you to report for choir practice Wednesday evening, but right after prayer, okay?
All right, folks. Now it's time for our guest of honor. Without further ado, because I may get interrupted if I don't, let me introduce the man we've all been waiting to hear, Davy Crockett.
Woo! Tell you what, folks, it's been a long day, with a lot of 4th of July still to come. I think the time for speechifying is past and gone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the advice that I gave to young Gurney here earlier and sing my remarks. Georgie, will you help me?
Sure will.
If you want to keep a country free, there's one thing that you need. There's one thing you must have, and it seems to me a man must have the right